Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I'm here to make spirituality fun and accessible for you. Please remember, take what resonates and leave what does not resonate, because you are the creator of your reality. You're the one who gets to decide using your own free will, the life that you want to create for yourself, and you are co-creating it with the universe. So you're not doing it alone, but you do have to do the work and do your part in it. Okay, so today we're going to be looking into what are your strengths. So just what are your strengths as a character, as a person. Perhaps we're going to pick up on energies on how people see you and view you. But it's a combination of like beautiful cosmic energy of our guides who are witnessing our journey, along with the people who are there with us, living it with us. So we're going to look into your strengths. I pulled one card from the Tea Leaf Oracle deck to symbolize something that you can work on, so we can also get some alignment messages in this reading. Okay, so we're gonna have 4 piles to choose from. I'm really excited, looking forward to seeing how I can boost you up and mirror back to you the parts of yourself that need more recognition, or perhaps just parts of yourself that you are somewhat aware that these are your strengths. And I believe whatever our strengths are, these are things that we can lean on very heavily if we want to use it to our advantage, to create an easier life for ourselves. And they're also here to help us perhaps work through the difficult things too, those strengths that we can lean on. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate the growth. Perhaps by now I would have uploaded my first video about Learn Tarot with me. This is just a preview into a larger ongoing series that I'm going to create, a course I'm going to create if you're interested in intuitively learning how to, well, first of all, use your intuition, and then second of all, how to dial in and use your intuition in combination with tarot. And that's how I've learned tarot, is mainly through using my intuition. I consider myself like a lazy student in the sense that I'm only interested in learning if it's really fun. And the way I made it fun is I just started doing readings for people, and that's how I learned. Otherwise, studying is fun too. I go back and forth between studying, reading books, learning from other people, some tips and tricks. I have taken a tarot course myself before, and I would recommend you to take many to try out different techniques and see what works for you. But ultimately, my hope is that this series can really help you to use your intuition. And that's what I feel like, once you start using it, you got it. You got that thing, and hopefully you'll still come back to my readings just for fun, just to experience this with me, and I can hopefully continuously be a part of your journey. Let's go ahead and move on to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. Hi beautiful souls, welcome to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. Let me go ahead and introduce the groups to you. So we have group number 1 with the Spirit Quartz. We have group number 2 with the Iolite. Group number 3 with the Chrysocolla. And we have group number 4 with the Sodalite Pendulum here. Let us go ahead and start our meditation. Here is your singing bowl. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose, wow, group number 1, I think we have quite a bit to look forward to for your reading already from the announcement from my phone. Okay, so if you chose this lovely Spirit Quartz, then this is going to be the reading for you. This is actually my first time channeling for a pick a card reading with this, so I'm excited, and yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever wants to come through. So I will pull energies first, channel with the crystal, and then I will unveil your oracle cards. one of them is going to represent a challenge or something you can work through. And then we will, of course, pull tarot for additional clarification and inquiries. Let us get started. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 1, please. I was seeing a woman in... It was like a woman. She was in a dress. I don't know. It felt like a gown, a ball gown or a wedding dress or something like that. Very fancy. But she was... her body was shown in a very dynamic position. And it looked like she was like flying or moving forward. So I think there's something about you chase for or you go for or you choose to go for things that really inspire you. I think that is one of your strengths, is being inspired, following your inspiration. But there's something like, it's like a sweet naiveness I'm kind of picking up, or an openness. I'm almost getting this energy that she's chasing a butterfly or something. But she's a woman. So it's interesting. Maybe you have this energy about you where you're able to make use of both parts of yourselves. You engage with and you take advantage of the fact that you have this rich inner child, but you also know you're an old soul too, and you like this aspect of yourself too. But there's something about like this shamelessness of like, yeah, I chase butterflies, so what? Yeah, I follow my dreams, so what? Or yeah, I like to do things that are childlike, or they would seem childlike to other people. Because I'm getting that it's not childlike necessarily, it's very child of the divine energy. So it's giving me this energy of it's things that people take for granted. It's like, I like to blow bubbles, or I like to go to the park, or be in nature, or go swimming, or act like a kid. But that's because kids are very in touch with this energy of being very present within themselves. You know, they don't take themselves too seriously. So that's what I'm picking up right away. Let's see what else we can pick up for you, group number 1. Okay, so I was getting a sisterhood energy. I don't know if it could be a combination of things. It could be you have guides who are very supportive of your journey. They're here with you. But there's some kind of sisterhood energy. Maybe there's something about you are very supportive of other people, or you see them as an equal and you want to elevate them. You want to help them to elevate in their lives. You want to be very supportive of them, getting in touch with that. It was feeling quite... it took me to this energy of Charmed. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Charmed, but it's about like witches. Charmed. But these women, like, they have like a sisterhood. So I feel like you guys have a sisterhood out there, or you're connected to some kind of sisterhood, or the people in your life feel like they're a part of your sisterhood or brotherhood. Could be a brotherhood as well. But there could be people who you feel really connected to, who are just here to be a part of your journey. That's what I'm hearing. So there's something about your bond to people that's really strong, that's very loyal, very genuine, that people find very beautiful. It's like you stick with your people. But there's something about you also choose your people, or your spirit chose them. That's coming through. It's like you guys perhaps reincarnated together to kind of figure things out together. That's what I'm picking up. Like you have a strong bond to women, or... Sorry, it could be, I was seeing women, I was getting this feminine energy. So it's like people who you intuitively feel very connected to. You have a very strong bond to those people. Yeah. But I was also getting priestess energy, and I guess not surprised with the spirit quartz, right? So there might be something about you're just very in tune with your spiritual essence. I honestly don't really know too much about this crystal, other than the name has spirit in it. I'll channel with it more, but I'm getting a sense that you're very in tune with that. And okay with it. It's like unapologetically, I got a witchy side. Yes, I do. Ooh. Oh, flaky. Okay, let's see what I can pick up with the spirit quartz, guys. Okay, so I was getting mostly energy, and they were showing me energy moving really rapidly, almost like down a drain, like in one direction. So there's something about your energy where you're able to direct it in one direction. So this could be like your focus, Like if you ever want to accomplish something, you know how to get very focused on what you're doing and just put your energy all into it or invest it. You're very good at investing your energy, or like perhaps being present. Like I'm getting this energy, or I'm being taken to you having a conversation with someone. It's like you're just fixated on that. Perhaps you're, so like I like to say this about myself. I have one, what do you call it? I don't know how to multitask. I'm very just like I'm focused on one thing at a time because that's just the way my energy works best. So it's like if I'm having a conversation with you, I'm having a conversation with you. If I'm focused on this, I'm focused on this. There's just something about you know how to direct your focus on one thing or focus on one thing. And that makes sense with a point. A point. All your energy goes to one thing. Okay, let's see what else we can pick up. Yeah, I'm seeing two people interact. I'm seeing a group of people interact. So there's something about you're really good with working with people, connections, partnerships, or friendships, or yeah, I'm just getting like a friendly vibe. It's like you know how to be friendly with people or get along with people. That's one of your strengths. So I'm also getting this energy of you're not super judgmental of other people and how they operate. You're just, oh, okay, you be you. You be you, you do you. We don't need to be the same thing in order for us to get along. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah, it's like, you know, you don't want to exclude people. It's also what I'm picking up. I'm seeing someone sitting down and they are, I don't know, like reading or looking at a book. So there's something about focus or downtime. That's one of your strengths as well. It's just being focused on, maybe you're very good at sitting in silence or being very good with downtime, chill time, not doing anything, reading books. Maybe you're just very good at focusing on reading books, absorbing information. I'm getting family and connection again. And yeah. So let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. I'm curious to know, what are your strengths? Oh, I love it. You're definitely good at working with people. We have NSYNC here. Or sorry, Crew. NSYNC, by the way, boy band. Hello, NSYNC, Justin Timberlake, back in the day. Oh, wow. Oh, beautiful. You guys have a really nice variety about you. Huh. That's your strength. I'm gonna have to clarify that one. Okay, so we have here, first one we got was Sapphire. And I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. So one Gemini, Sapphire. It's very powerful. Oh, did I fix the focus? I don't know. So the first card you guys got was Sapphire. Mental force, spiritual insight, hope, faith, wise judgment, power, strength, kindness, life of the party, extroverted, motivate, precious, valued, holy, divine favor, and revered. They got a lot going on with this Sapphire, I gotta say. So this is a September birthstone. I don't know if you feel connected to that. That might be one of your things. I mean, the Sapphire is quite powerful to me because blue is, well, the first thing they have here is mental force and spiritual insight. So that is without question one of your strengths, because we have here divine wisdom, Sophia 47, and we have 43 deep knowing. So clearly you're a very wise person. Like wise old soul. So I feel like you have most definitely accumulated a lot of knowledge from previous incarnations where you've learned a lot. And there's something that you're meant to do, because there's something about your energy where it's like you're meant to be seen. Like people are meant to hear you. People are meant to listen to you. They're meant to hear you, because we have your 25 high honor. So you also have this energy where I think you hold yourself up to a high standard, or a like high integrity, essentially. Like you want to live in a space where you operate from, trying to make sure I'm still in focus. I'm hoping not blur city back here. But you live with integrity. You do things with integrity. You do things with intention. But I'm definitely getting, you're like that friend amongst your group of friends who has enough detachment to help show people or communicate to people and reveal to people things that they have a tendency to ignore or just be oblivious of. You tend to be just well aware of that. So you give an old soul energy to you. You have an old soul energy to you. Very much, you give off that spiritual aura. So I think you're very open with this, your spiritual essence or your connection to source. You're very open with that. Power and strength. I think with this high honor too, I would have to say you give off this energy where it just seems like you give off this energy of like you're someone other people want to respect. So that's your strengths. It's like because you carry yourself a certain way and you have a sense of self-respect for yourself because you understand that there's a divine order of things and there's a way that we're supposed to operate. Like there's laws and you hold closely to those laws of how do we treat people. You understand that. Life of the party, perhaps. I'm getting that you can be the life of the party. I think you can really give life to people because you definitely have a side of you with this Fool card, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. You have this aspect to you where you just don't take yourself too seriously. And I guess I was getting that child divine energy. So it's like you don't take yourself too seriously. You know how to have fun. And you know how to reveal this aspect of vulnerability to other people. With like that, he's taking the mask off. Perhaps you can be quite expressive with your emotions to the point people are like, wow, yeah, I wish I was, or I would open up more to that. So it's like when you're passionate about something, you're genuinely passionate about it. When you love something, it just shows on your face. And in your energy. So I feel like that's the life of the party energy. It's like when you're excited, when you're happy, when you're joking, when you're having a good time, that's when people are catching that energy. It says here divine favor. What the heck? You guys got divine favor? What the heck? Valued holy. Okay, again, I said that you have an understanding for the divine order of things. That's to me what the divine favor is. You favor the divine, therefore the divine favors you. That's why I was kind of getting this energy, like your guides are with you. Okay, so with the in sync, the crew I keep saying in sync. So there's something about you know how to work in sync with other people. You know how to work in sync with other people. You know how to work in sync with different groups of people. You know how to just kind of focus on the mission. You're not caught up in the politics. You're just here to like work together. It's like, let's be a team. Let's try to figure it out together. Like no one wins over the other person. Let's just help each other out is what I'm getting from that. We also have your leadership, though. This is working as a unit. We have team and we have leadership. So I feel like if you feel as though it's an advantage for you to be the leader in a certain situation, you will take lead. Because to me, the sapphire is giving me power, right? I mean, if you saw someone wearing that ring, you'd be like, you do a double take. You'd be like, whoa, where'd you get those rocks? So there's this energy, especially with that Sophia Divine Wisdom. I have 2 wisdom cards, but you got the Divine Wisdom. People get this essence that you have this seniority about you. Yeah, I was getting that. It says co-creates. Yeah, you're willing to be co-creative, work in an alliance and partnership with people. You're about the team effort. Even in this picture, there's a group of people starting off bombs, but it's a group of people. It's a team effort. It's a team effort. Okay, so the light in your load is very interesting, I gotta say. Maybe you know how to take it easy. Next to the Fool card, look at those, right? The Fool he would be like, it's absurd that I'm trying to make everything or figure out everything in life or feel like I have to have everything figured out, right? The Fool energy gives you the sense of like, I'm allowed to be human and flawed. I feel like you allow yourself to be human and flawed. You allow other people to be human and flawed. You let people know like what's going on. Like we make mistakes. We're humans. That's fine. You're allowed to make mistakes. But yeah, maybe there's something about you where you're learning to lighten your load. That's your strength. So maybe you don't try to like, let's say you're traveling somewhere, and it can be very stressful traveling. It's like, oh no, you just go with the flow, right? With that in sync energy, that crew, it's like maybe you just go with the flow. You're not trying to be like, oh my gosh, we have to be here and do this and do that and do that. You're just like, oh, okay. Like if something goes wrong, you're going to be like, okay, we'll figure it out. We'll get through this. It's fine. It's not a big deal. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's go ahead and we have lots of 7. So we have the 47 has the 7. The 5 and 2 for the high honor also add up to 7. And the 4 and 3 also add up to 7. So 7, you guys are very divinely connected, very close with your guides and source. Very, very close. So I feel like you get a lot of powerful downloads. A lot of powerful downloads about like what you're supposed to do, and you know how to work in sync with the energy. The guides are acknowledging this now. They're letting you know. They're saying yes. That's what you're doing. So let's go ahead and see what the light in your load is about. Can you tell me more about this energy, please? Okay, the 7 of Swords. Oh, that's about authenticity. Ooh, that is the full card. Tell us more about the light in your load. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, that's like a lot of hard work, energy, and effort put into something. Okay, tell us more about the light in your load, guys. What do you want me to know about this energy? This might be advice as well they want you to know. 8 of Cups, like walk away. Okay, so it's a combination. It could be like advice that they want to offer to you, but it may also be what you're doing in your life. And something that your guides want to acknowledge is something they want you to be doing, is they want you to be lightening your load. To me, with all this spiritual insight, I feel like you know this. So either you know better and you're not doing it, or you are doing it. To me, the 7 of Swords is about don't lie to yourself. Don't deceive yourself and say, I'm here to work for money. And we're not here to work for money. We're here to figure out who we are. Because you're an old soul. I feel like you know that. So you're about walking away from situations that don't serve you and actually going towards the thing that fulfills you. And creating abundance from that space. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's look at your challenge, and then I'm going to pull some more cards about your strengths. Older woman. That's your weakness? Okay. Can you clarify this older woman energy? So this is supposed to be the weakness, but guys, can you clarify to me what this is saying here? 4 of Swords. We have here 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm getting... Actually, intuitively, I'm picking up, I don't know if some of you have had a relationship with your mother or an older woman figure who is very close to you, who had a lot of expectations about how you were supposed to behave, act, or be in this world, and you've had to find a way to heal that energy. So it could just be like an older parent or someone who taught you like, hey, this is what we want you to do or be, or this is how we expect you to be successful, like expectations. I think there might be something about managing those expectations better is coming through intuitively. That's kind of what I'm picking up. Make sure you manage those expectations and understand that, you know, people are always going to have their opinions, but it's the way that you deal with it. That's what I'm getting. There might be something about we're still healing this. It's kind of like what I'm picking up. It might be like an insecurity you're still healing through. So Four of Swords is about meditating on stuff. 7 of Pentacles is about reaping your rewards or thinking about whether something is worth the investment. And 10 of Wands is about a lot of work as well. An effort that you put into something. Yeah. It keeps talking about work or like putting a lot of effort into things or thinking about whether something is worth the investment. Yeah, can you clarify this energy of the older woman for me, please? 10 of Pentacles again. Oh, gosh. Tell us more. Yeah, there might be an older woman figure who you felt a lot of pressure from to like accomplish goals. Like you felt, or just parents or people in your life, you've just felt this expectation like you're supposed to be successful. We have the Page of Cups here. So it's like follow your inspiration, follow your joy. Don't resist that. It's like that inner child that wants to come out to play. It wants to come out to play for a reason. You know, and the thing that what often misleads us is that we think it doesn't hold value. We think that our inner child doesn't hold value. Oh, we're supposed to be mature and responsible. But the thing about responsibility is like the way that they teach you to be responsible in this world is a lie. It's a lie because they tell you that you're supposed to struggle it's not like things don't take effort. They do. But you're going to be so much more in sync. Your immune system's going to be better when you're doing things that you actually love and like and enjoy. So that's kind of what I'm picking up there. So yeah, it has a lot to do with responsibility. They kept showing me responsibility. And we have the lighten your load. They do want you to lighten your load, by the way. Your guys are like, yes, please. Because I think there might be a part of you, because you are an old soul where you have worked. Like in previous lifetimes, you just like, you've worked, and you're used to maybe just being responsible. But I feel like in this lifetime, there's a bit of resistance because you're being called to like revert. It's like, have fun. And be more playful and let go and lighten your load. Okay, so tell me about this group's strengths. We'll just pull a couple more cards. Lovers, yeah, so you know how to work in sync with people. Clarify this lover's energy. It might be something about your communication skills. We have here the King of Cups and the World card. Yeah, you're very compassionate when it comes to working with people. There's something about you where people look at you and they're like, you're my best friend, or you're my, I don't know, there's something ideal about you in terms of like the package is what I'm hearing. Whether it's love or it's friendship, I think they want you to know that you have you carry that, like you have the package in terms of what people are looking for in partnerships or friendships, like real friendship, a real partnership, not the, the flimsy, this is fun. Like you're committed, you're devoted to your people. So there's something about being devoted, being compassionately open to other people. Maybe other people see you as a counselor with that King of Cups energy. They see you as a counselor, someone who they can confide in and feel vulnerable around. But with that World card, it's like you have a lot of the qualities that people really desire to have in their life. Like, not that they're trying to be like you, but they just want to have that in their life or be a part of that life. They're like, oh my gosh, I like having you in my corner because you help me to see myself in a better light, or just be a better person, or try to be, or care about being a better person. Okay, anything else about this group's strengths? King of Cups came out again. Okay, so you're the King of Cups. King of Cups. I would say his strengths are just compassion, being sensitive to other people, but he's also, what do you call it? He's detached. He's detached and compassionate. Very much Eckhart Tolle. Come on, Eckhart Tolle is he's my archetype for King of Cups. Someone who's compassionate, open, but they're not overly like trying to mother you. It's like you're nourishing to other people, but you're not trying to like overly mother them or overprotect them. You're trying to give them the choice to understand that they can make better choices for their life. Like give them the independence. That's what fathers do. They're like, okay, you make your own choices. Mothers are more like, oh no, I need to protect you. Sometimes fathers can be overprotective too. So I think you do have a protectiveness when it comes to your people, a loyal energy when it comes to your people, but at the same time, you let them make their own choices. Yeah, this is how people see you. They see you in flow, in connection with your emotions, vulnerable, open. Yeah. Okay, strengths for this group. Rahu, Leo. Aw, you guys got a Leo. Y'all got a Leo. I love that with the 6th house. Yeah, so that's North Node. That's destiny. That's like destined to have. Yeah, so there is a regalness about you. Like already it's coming through again with that high honor. You might have some Leo in your chart, but there's a seniority, there's a regalness, there's a way that you carry yourself that the universe likes, but people like as well. But it's like there's a human side to you. It's not like you're icy, you're not like the Queen of Swords where she's very intelligent, but she's still very very detached. You come off as very human and relatable, yet people hold you in high regard. Yeah. With that 6th house energy, I think your energy is very healing to be around. I mean, with that deep knowing and the divine wisdom, Sophia, your energy is just very, very healing to be around. Very nurturing, very healing to be around. Okay, so weaknesses are things that this group needs to work on. See, the guides knew I was asking for a weakness, but they gave it to me in this card, which is hilarious, but it's fine. So let's just go ahead and look into what you're needing to work on. to help elevate your situation. Moon Taurus in the first house. Okay. Clarify that Moon Taurus in the first house. They might just want you to be more of yourself, I think. To me, that moon is like very compassionate, especially in the first house. You are in tune with other people's emotions. We have Page of Swords. Tell me more about the Moon Taurus in the first. We have the Devil card. Oh, it's your thoughts. Okay. It's your self-perception. This group, you do have high expectations for yourself. That's why we got all this older woman energy. It's like the universe wants you to live. It doesn't care what age you are. They don't care. They just want you to age backwards because they're like, okay, you're trying to be too responsible. You're trying to be, but overall, it's this perception. It could be responsibility. It could be just you're really hard on yourself. You have certain expectations, but with the Page of Swords and the Double card, it's like you have a lot of thoughts going on in your head, and it's just like obsessive thoughts sometimes. But with that moon in the first house, it's like perhaps thoughts about how you feel like you're supposed to be, like perfectionist, perfect in a way that you present yourself, perfect in the way that you, yeah. Ooh, should we go there for this reading? But the moon is actually considered exalted in Taurus because Taurus is an earth sign. Moon is the perception. It's how you perceive this world. It's also, to me, your inner rich reality. It's also that energy, because I was getting that mother energy. There might have been something about, you know, your nourishment. There's a little bit of nourishment lacking growing up. Perhaps you had very critical parents. And so you learn to be very critical towards yourself. And yeah, it's about healing those thought patterns. So they want you to steady it. With that moon in Taurus, steady it. Steady your thoughts. In the sense that maybe detach from them even more, or find some kind of ritual meditative state where you sit in silence and you're like, you're okay to do nothing. But yeah, it's completely the way you perceive yourself. You're amazing. Y'all are amazing. Y'all got the ish going on. You just need to see this in yourself. And the way that you're truly going to see that is to get a clear perception of yourself and understand that you are exactly who you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be in this life. Yeah, it kind of makes me want to cry. Don't be too hard on yourself and nourish yourself. Nourish yourself. Make sure you give yourself those affirmations and you remember when you look in your mirror, that is a beautiful person who is worthy of love and who is loved. By the way, you have a community of people who love you, and your guides most definitely love you and care for you. Okay, that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonated. Bye. Hey, group number 2, if you chose this lovely highlight, which is over here, then this is going to be the reading for you. So first I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull energies, and then I will meditate with the crystal, and then I will unveil your oracle cards and pull some tarot. Okay, so we're looking into your strengths, and I pulled a tea leaf oracle card to be the thing that you need to work on. The other group is funny. It came out in a different card. It actually came out in both cards. It is another card, and that card showed the exact same thing that they were struggling through, so who knows? As long as they get the information, that's all that matters. Okay. Guides, down me into the energies. I feel like I was seeing someone's name. Emmy? I saw EMI. I feel like that stands for something, doesn't that? That energy gave me Emmy. People remember your name. People remember who you are. People know who you are. So like now I'm being taken to this this feeling of someone who, I don't know, people talk about fondly. People who other people talk about fondly. Emmy. Isn't that my friend's cat? Oh, or maybe people just really care about you. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting a message. Someone out there, maybe named Emmy, or just know that you are loved, or the people in general, whoever's watching this, just know that someone's thinking about you, or people think about you and they really care about you. You're special to them. Like, you are special to them, and the only way that you're special to them specifically, like you. Okay, let's see what else I can pick up. Okay, so I was taken to Chris Brown's song, Hearts All Over the World tonight. Okay. Hearts All Over the World. People just fall in love with you? What is going on? Hearts All Over the World. I guess so. So there's something about you. I think it's both. It's a two-way street. I feel like people think about you fondly because you think about them fondly. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a strong ringing in my left ear right now. What the heck? Yeah, I'm gonna take that as confirmation. I think someone might be thinking about you this very moment. Group number 2. Wow. I mean, they say sometimes that's like your guides or your angels, right? Communicating to you. That's high pitched. It was very high pitched. There's something about your energy maybe that feels quite angelic to other people because you're very caring to them, or you give off that vibe. You can be very caring to other people, but they're also that too. They want to be that towards you because they're like, oh my gosh, you're so caring towards me, or yeah. Because in that song, Hearts All Over the World, I don't even know if that's what it's called, but with Chris Brown, it's about him being with his girlfriend or his boo, right? In the hip hop world, it's called boo. And it gives this energy of like Valentine's, romance, Valentine's, being in love. Oh. Okay. I think we'll just take that as double confirmation that the people who love you like genuinely love you. And there's something about they love everything about you. So it's not even like people see you for who you are and they're not just thinking, oh, I like this part of you, but I don't like this part of you. They actually like all parts of you. They even like your flaws. They like whatever you consider to be flaws. They like that part of you too. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Let's see what else can come through with this light here. I think this is the second time I'm channeling with this on. For pick a card on the camera. Tell me more about group number 2, guides. Okay. Well, they took me to like a stride or someone taking like big strides. I was just seeing like big legs. I don't know where the rest of the body was. I was just seeing legs. And they're like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So, the energy feels nice. It feels kind of mellow. Perhaps when it comes to something that you're doing or you're working on, you are very thorough. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like you're very thorough about the things that you put your energy and effort into. And I'm getting it's specifically creative projects or things that really inspire you. Like, let's say you want to get a degree. When you really set your mind to something, like getting a degree or a certification or getting a new job, you really put your heart into it. You're really thinking about all the things that you can do to elevate in that space. And I feel like, yeah, this is like this is your strengths. It's the way that you move towards it. It doesn't feel impatient. I'm being taken to Mr. Rogers, where he just has this, like, you know what he's putting on his button, his button up, his sweater and his shoes. And he's just whistling, taking his time. I don't know if there's something about your energy where you just get up and you're just taking your time, you're tying your shoes. But people like this about you. You just don't seem like you're in a rush. Sometimes or at times. I'm just getting in general. You just look like you're having a good time. Perhaps you just look like you're having a good time doing the most simplest things. To other people, it'd be like, that's so simple. But to you, it's entertaining or it's interesting. Or you're just like focused on it. And you're just like, let's do it. Yeah. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I can pull here from this crystal. Yeah, something about attention to detail is coming through. What is that? Okay, I'm definitely seeing a cat. I was thinking about my friend's cat. My best friend's cat. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, there's something about your energy that's like a cat. Huh. it's like endearing. It's like people really adore you, or they find you very endearing. I'm being taken to my friend's cat and her relationship with her cat. Like, she's obsessed with her cat. And she just wants to make sure her cat is just so happy and protected and safe and doing good in life. But she just feels like her cat is the most perfect cat ever. It's really sweet. But I think people just feel that way about their pets sometimes. I don't have any pets. I mean, I have my family's dog. But yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like people would keep your picture and they'd be like, I'm thinking about you. I don't know if people call you up and they're just like, I'm thinking about you. And you're like, what? You are? But that's the energy I get. Like, people just think about you. You're at the back of their mind, like, oh. And it's like such a sweet energy. That's what they get from you. You give them like sweet vibes, that sweet energy, sweet memories. Okay. So let us unveil your cards and see what's going on. Okay. What? Cool. Oh no. Oh, very interesting. Okay, cool. Alright, I think I was definitely on point about some of my stuff. Some of this is interesting. I'm intrigued. Some of this I'm going to have to get some clarifiers on what that is. Oh, I have a clip in my hair. See, I had this clip in my hair and I was like, where did it go? Okay, so right away, people do find your energy to be very healing to be around. I don't know if you do some kind of healing work of some sort, because we have here Hermit. Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. So you guys are creative, I think, without question, because we have your dreams. So there's something that you do, could be like your side hustle or something that people see you do, where they see that you're genuinely working at it and on it. Either way, the universe is very much recognizing that you are focused on your goals. And to me, that Hermit energy is, because it's like you will pull your energy away just so you can focus on what you need to do. And I think it's important for you. You don't like to be distracted. But one of your strengths is that you are a hermit. So you're very good at looking inward to know, how am I feeling? What do I want to create right now? You have a very rich inner life. This is your strengths. And your rich inner life serves to create a very rich, creative outer life is what I'm getting. So whatever you create, I think it is quite beautiful. But it all comes from this, like, wow, you really feed what's going on in here to create that outer experience. I just saw 11:11 on the clock. That's for you, group number 2. But very healing. So you might be a healer of some sort. I definitely get that with the Hermit and the healing, Gula healing. Takes me to Virgo energy. People also feel like you are a really good judge of character. We have here balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. We also have here this card, 5 Scorpio. Thunderstorm, power, destruction, trouble. A warning, energy shift, conflict, triumph over evil. Okay, I'm getting it now. There might be something about people have watched you go through some kind of struggle, because we have never-ending story. If you're poverty, this might be advice coming through too. But I feel like this might, either this is this is coming through, this is what you're experiencing currently, and they're giving you advice to understand that. To me, this poverty is like the 5 of Pentacles. It's any kind of limitation, especially when it comes to abundance and feeling like you don't have resources or you're not going to be taken care of, or you're limited in your situation. But perhaps people have seen you go through this storm. They've seen you go through the ringer is what I'm hearing. They've just seen you go through it. Perhaps it could have been just like mental health or just like emotional things that you've had to experience and hermit away, pull away from the world in order for you to heal. Perhaps people have seen you go on a very strong and powerful healing journey for you to unveil your inner power for yourself with that 5 Scorpio. Yeah, I think very healing energy for this group without question. Because what's interesting, we also have this 9 Leo energy, checkered flag, conclusion, outcome, finale, settled results. So, achievement. I feel like you achieved something here. And you achieved something that's like night and day. Perhaps people have seen you, they've seen you grow, they've seen you evolve, go through your experiences, and this makes you very endearing to them. Like they want to protect you or be there for you because they've seen you struggle, and they've also seen you push through. They've also seen you push through with that checkered flag. So your strengths is like overcoming very challenging circumstances that you've come out of. You've figured out a way out of it. Okay, I definitely want to pull some clarifiers because I want to know more about your story. So let's go ahead and see what is the challenge, the weakness. We have your cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. There's the card. Okay. So this is my understanding of protection. I do believe that when we feel protected, we are protected. But I think protection has a lot to do with consciousness and awareness. And you might notice like people who have expanded their consciousness, truly who have expanded their consciousness, they don't have issues with abundance. It comes, it goes, like money comes and goes, things come and go, resources come and go. They don't have a fear of not enough. So to me, with this cobweb energy, I feel like I want to connect this to the poverty and say, because I feel like poverty would be like, dang, I feel powerless in this situation. I feel powerless. And you've been challenged with that. You've been challenged with overcoming negativity, whether it's people, circumstances, situations, your own emotions. You've had to overcome it time and time again. Time and time again. Okay, so let's see if you want to clarify the cobweb for me for the challenges for this group, guys. What's this energy about? Okay. 2 of Swords, 7 of Swords came out. Tell me more. Ace of Cups. Gotcha. 6 of Wands. Clarify that 6 of Wands, please. Clarify that 6 of Wands, please. 4 of Wands. Okay. What's with the Ace of Cups here? Strength card. 6 of Cups. Okay, so I mean, the first narrative I'm getting is that some of you have really struggled with your past with that 6 of Cups. You've really struggled with very difficult circumstances or situations that you've had to like pull yourself out of. Perhaps you've experienced some kind of disappointment or deception in your life that taught you a lot about trusting your intuition. And sometimes trusting our intuition is that it's not even that people betray us. Maybe certain things fall apart. Like let's say it's like your car. Like your car just like, it just falls apart. But if we really trusted that we were taken care of, then we would trust our guides. Perhaps we would pray. We would open up to maybe the universe can help me with this situation. We would open ourselves up to that. And then perhaps the universe would give us inspired action to be like, oh, why don't you go to this place? There might be something here. And then you find out if someone's selling a car for half the price, they typically would sell that car just because they're feeling nice that day. So I'm getting that perhaps you've had situations where it's just like, you're down on your luck, whether it's people, circumstances, or emotions, and then you've chosen to rise above it with the 6 of Wands. And as a result, you ended up getting an outcome that you were happy with this 4 of Wands. And you realized how strong you were with this Strength card. There is a lot about people here, though. So I want to know what's going on. We have here Ace of Cups, 6 of Cups, and we have 6 of Wands and 4 of... There's something about a lot of people around you. And I don't know, something about people liking you? Or enjoying your energy, because we got 6 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, and 6 of Wands. These are all about communities and other people and how they feel about you and how they vibe with you. So let's go ahead and see what's going on there. I'm actually very curious to know what's going on there. Can you tell me more about this Ace of Cups? What is this about? Death card. Ooh, transformation. Yeah. 10 of Cups. Okay. So I think it is what I said earlier. It's like you've overcome very difficult circumstances. It might have been relationships. It could have been any of those things that I labeled, because we literally have the relationship card, which is like the Ace of Cups. But Ace of Cups can be about blessings too. It did kind of flip out reverse. So I'm taking that as things that haven't felt like blessings in your life. They felt like almost like a curse. That's what I'm getting. And you've had to transform, but there's a lot of emotions here in this reading. So I feel like you've had to mature emotionally to understand how to overcome very challenging situations to gain your 10 of Cups. To understand that you're worthy of happiness. Trying to take deserve out of my vocabulary. You're worthy of happiness. You're worthy of it. And you absolutely can create it in your life. Is there anything you want to tell me about the dreams here? We got here Ace of Cups. What did I say? Didn't I say like this group you were adored? Tell us more about the dreams, or the Ace of Cups. It's gonna be like the same cards. 10 of Wands. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think you guys, some of you have been in really challenging partnerships or connections, but it's also taught you a lot about valuing the hard work or the effort that does go into connections. And that's kind of your dream. Your dream is to be loved by people who genuinely care about you. And honestly, the secret is that's everyone's dream. Everyone wants to be loved for who they are. And I think you've really understood, okay, how do I create this happiness for myself? They keep showing that you're creating it, showing me that you're creating it. Anything else you want to let me know about the dreams? Yeah, dreams can be, Ace of Cups can be like dreams come true. Uranus in the 7th house in Gemini. There it is about the connections again. Huh, interesting. Okay, so this group, I just want to let you know, I've been picking up some energies, okay? I just want to let you know that in due time, there is a connection that is most definitely coming your way, and it is a soulmate. I can feel it. Okay? It's like the universe has been saving this person for you. Otherwise, this is you putting in work to elevate a current connection, but this is new love. And what I'm getting immediately is that the reason why the universe is giving this to you, they're like, you're ready for it, and you were always going to be, at some point it was going to come towards you, but they want you to know that it's because you put in a lot of energy and effort to mature within yourself and to transform yourself. And this is how blessings work, and this is how abundance works. Is people, they want the blessings, they want the abundance, but I'm like, you can't just pray it to you. It's not enough. You have to go through your own deep inner transformation. And this group, you've gone through some kind of deep inner transformation. That's why you're getting your checkered flag. They're about to graduate you to the next experience. They say thank you for pushing through those negative thoughts and that never-ending story that you've been recycling in your head to embrace something new. They're saying thank you for doing that, because we want to give to you the thing that's going to make you happy. And maybe part of you has doubted, like, do I got my person? Yes. Yeah, you do. If you are in a connection, you're going to be elevating your inner transformation is helping your current connection to evolve and transform. And that's just the way it works. People have to meet you where you're at. So it's like they either meet you where they're at or they deselect themselves, unfortunately. But the deselection process, sometimes we're so attached, we're just like, oh no, this is supposed to be my person, but maybe that wasn't supposed to be your person. That could have been a karmic relationship where you were supposed to learn a lesson, they were supposed to learn a lesson, and you guys move on. Okay, so Uranus, 7th house, yeah, I feel like they're saying it's coming, guys. Your connection is coming, and it's going to be someone who mirrors you, but they're also creating polarity in your relationship. There has to be polarity in order for there to be attraction. Like, people are always just like, oh no, that's just me. I'm like, this might be the traits that you guys mirror in each other. You want to be similar because that way you can create a lifestyle where you guys are attuned to one another. You don't want to have two entirely different visions for the life that you're trying to create, because that's going to bring your energy apart. They just don't make no sense. So, yeah, you got 2 37s. That's your number. I will look that up. 37 with the poverty, 37 with the never-ending story. Beautiful. And you got 2 9s with the 18 healing gula and a 9 with the checkered flag. So that's completion. So your strength is that you know what the work you need to do in order for you to overcome certain circumstances. You dig. You dig. This is about the spiritual life. You've cultivated a rich spiritual life for yourself to heal. That is your strength. Group number 2 is healing and knowing what you need to do to heal so that you can move on to the next. We're always evolving. So it's not about like, oh, you just hit the peak. It's about moving on to the next. What's next? And what's next for you is lots more happiness with your person. Okay. Tell me about this group's strengths, guys. Whoa. Look at that. Star card right away. Healing. You know what? And I'm going to say this. People take it for granted. People take it for granted that is the ish. That healing is the ish. Because they're like, oh, am I not popular? Do people not like me? Or am I not rich and like whatever? Yada yada. I'm like, no, this. Because wherever you go, you take yourself with you. And you know that, group number 2. You know you can't lie to yourself and be like, well, I'm just going to stay unhappy and do nothing. How about I actually put in the work? You guys put in the work. And it's so much so to the point where you actually do have, I believe, that wisdom to offer to other people to create their healing. Tell us more about the star card. Let's see. Clarify this energy for the, death card. You are, okay, this group, your strength is you are a transcendent butterfly. And I'm already hearing you're not going to stop transforming. It's going to keep going. Because you mastered the art of transformation. Or you're learning how to master it. It feels like you're learning how to master it with this checkered flag. You're learning how to master the art of transformation. By the way, the 37s both add up to 10. 3 and 7 add up to 10. End of a cycle, birth of a new. You're like, on to the next. On to the next. How can I transform myself even more this time? Okay, so anything else you want to let this group know about their strengths? We have here Ace of Pentacles. Oh, that's different. You got gifts. Tell us more about this Ace of Pentacles. Probably creative gifts. We already picked that up. Oh my gosh. 7 of Swords. And the Tower card. Oh. With that Uranus, I feel like something is coming towards you. You want to tell us more about this Tower card energy and this Ace of Pentacles? What's going on? We got Sun in Gemini in the 12th. Tell us more about the Sun, Gemini in the 12th, please. I think that's your purpose. Your dharma, your purpose, what you're here to do, strength card. Yeah. Tell us more. Something you're here to do. 8 of Cups. Yep. Something that will fulfill you. 9 of Pentacles. Yep. And Justice card. Yeah. And we have the Judge. Tell us more about the Justice card, please. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So they're not really telling me about your strengths. They just want you to, this group. So you know what's funny? It's actually one of your strengths is dreams, because you have a dream that's being activated in your energy like now. So, you know, whether this manifests super soon, it's coming. I'm getting sooner than you think. It's like right, it's close. I'm getting that it's close because you got the checkered flag. So all over your reading, they keep telling us about what's coming into your life right now. They want to get you ready, but there's a shift, a shakeup coming in your life. It's a really positive one that's going to bump you into alignment. It's going to put you into places or circumstances and situations that match you up with people who are meant for you, like soul tribe energy through and through. And a lot of this has to do with this deep inner transformation that you've been going through with yourself. So for that Sun Gemini, it could have something to do with the 12th house could have to do with spirituality. It could be, you could be asked to travel, go somewhere different, be in a different foreign land. Spiritual, that's like the spiritual ashram energy. It's also the ether. With that Gemini energy, you could be writing a book, you could be communicating, you could be networking, connecting. But Gemini to me is usually the multi-talented. You could be using multiple gifts of yours in order to establish a dream that you've always had or wanted. But I'm getting that this dream is it's coming to fruition. It's going to be like maybe something's, it's going to shake up your life or change things quite a bit. So it might ask that you leave a certain kind of comfort zone. It might ask that you leave a certain circumstances in order for you to accept it, right? So it's quite a bit of a change with this Ace of Pentacles opportunity. Quite significant opportunity in terms of you being aligned with your career. With that Seven of Swords, this could be asking that you be really honest with yourself, especially with that Eight of Cups, about what you really want. This offer could be coming from someone who's like a secret admirer, someone who you're just not aware of here. They could just kind of contact you out of the blue. But you're stepping into your power, very much so. You're in a place where you're stepping into your power, and this dream of yours is going to become a physical reality with that Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, to me, he's my college graduate. That means you have the skills and capabilities to accomplish something. Like someone wants to use your skills, your gifts, your talent. They want to invest in you because they know that perhaps long term, you guys can create something successful. This is the contract, Justice card and Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be very generous. Yeah, it could be quite generous. Again, I'm getting that some of you are being asked to travel to a completely, totally different location. I'm getting that this is going to meet a lot of your needs. So, you know, as far as Five of Pentacles goes, the thing is, you wouldn't be able to manifest something generous like this unless you are doing a deep transformative inner reality shift. It has to happen. The universe cannot give you what you do not know how to create in here. I'm not saying that you have to like go in your imagination and be the CEO. I'm just saying you have to go in there and say abundance is mine. There are no limitations. Understand the nature of abundance. Understand the nature of abundance itself. Okay, cool. I think that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 2, other than looking up your number 37. We'll see why that's so important for you. Where is it? There it is. There's too much going on my phone. Okay, we have here, the masters of manifestation are surrounding you and helping you create the life you've always dreamed of. I love that. The masters. Did you hear that? So, you know, do you guys remember when I was saying that you're adored? I'm like, it may be family and friends, but I feel like it's most definitely from your guides too, because they're like, you are figuring it out. You're doing the work and we love you for it. And we want you to know that we're doing everything that we can to help you in your situation. The masters of manifestation are surrounding you and helping you create the life you have always dreamed of. What did I say with the Wheel of Fortune? Where did I put it? Ah! This is a representation of the life you've always dreamed of. There you go. Mic drop. All right, that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 2. I hope you liked that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Hey, group number 2. Sorry. Hey, group number 3, if you chose this lovely Chrysicola, then this is going to be the reading for you. So we're looking into what your strengths are. I'm going to go ahead and pull energies first, meditate with the crystal, unveil the oracle cards. I pulled a couple cards to represent your challenges. We're going to look into that, get a fun alignment message from that. I will also pull some tarot for clarifications or additional inquiries. Let's go ahead and get started. Group number 3. That's right, 3. Guys, dial me into the energies of group number 3, please. I was being taken to, I don't know, the energy felt like a bundle of joy. Okay, we'll have to see. Show me more. Show me more. Group number 3 guides. What are their strengths? Okay. Very efficient. I think that might be one of your strengths. Or self-sufficient. I think I'm getting like a combination of like you're very efficient and you can be very self-efficient. But I feel like I was seeing like a floating robot and he was like he's like repairing things, putting things together. But I like that energy because you know how robots, like in the movies, they just know the answer, or they can figure out the solution because they have like a calculative mind that works really quick. Well, it's a robot. Their calculations work really quick, and they can just figure out a solution really quickly. And versus a human, where we're just like, I don't know, what do I want to do? But I think there's something about you're efficient, like you get it done, you're decisive, and you get it done. It's coming through. And I think you're just very good at finding solutions to problems. It's kind of what I'm getting, because I was seeing like a nail. So it's like, to me, the nail is supposed to repair something. So it's like you're good at finding solutions to problems. Am I in the camera? You're good at finding solutions to problems. Let's see what else I can pick up here for you, group number 3. Whoa, very watery. I was seeing like a snake. So I think you're very good at going with flow or adjusting to circumstances. What I'm getting, you're good at going with flow and adjusting to circumstances really quickly and like getting past it. Like I'm getting this energy of like getting past it because I feel like the snake was rolling past something. It's like I don't have time to get caught up in all of this mix or this confusion. I have to find a solution that works and just keep moving. It's like this energy of like you keep moving, but you're also quite flexible. It was a very flexible snake. Very moldable, like, yeah, flexible, moldable. Maybe you're quite watery in your chart, but you know how to adjust to circumstances really quickly or situations really quickly, or you're quick on your feet as well. Yeah, quick, smart, quick. That's what I'm getting. Smart, quick, quick-witted. So let's see what else I can pull from this crystal here. Okay, first thing I'm getting, I feel like I'm seeing like a bowl. I don't know, I like bowls. A bowl carries liquid. It gets very good at carrying liquid. So I think you're good at carrying responsibility. You're good at carrying responsibility or being responsible. Yeah, it's like a support system. You're good at being a support system for yourself and other people. I'm getting for other people. Because I'm seeing 2 people here talk. So we'll go with that one. Let's see. What is it doing? I feel like, I don't know, there's something about maybe you're good at cheering people up. Because I see like a hand and it's grabbing something. It's like, hey, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Or you're good at like motivating people or getting them to keep going. Let's go, keep going, keep going. That's what I'm hearing. Oh gosh. My phone is distracting me. Specifically, I think you're very good at cheering people up who maybe feel discouraged, or you're really good at, like, if someone is down on their luck or they're feeling really disappointed in life, you're very good at cheering them up or motivating them. It's kind of giving me that, like, my sister's energy, where she's like, come on, let's go. You got to figure it out. Let's go. Come on. That's what I'm getting from that. Yeah, I think you like to be a support system for other people, friends and family. Okay, anything else here? I don't know, I keep getting like a parent energy. I don't know if you are a parent, but this to me reminded me of like I feel like I was seeing like a father pulling his son along or something, because I'm getting like masculine energy. And maybe a little bit like emperor energy, and then I'm seeing like someone, like there's a baby and then there's a parent. I'm seeing a baby and the parent, and they're just like, are you doing okay? What's going on in your life? That's very sweet. So maybe something about parenting, or just like nurturing other people, or caring for them, or making sure they're okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what your strengths are. Money. Just kidding. Oh, you do like to encourage people. Oh, you do got the snake energy. Okay. I got the snake for a reason. Home is your strength. We got knight. Fighting spirit. Heroic. So you're like a knight in shining armor to people. You're very good at helping other people when they feel discouraged. Yeah. I was getting emperor energy. We have one Leo though. One. Hey. I'm gonna get it done. Okay, so we have like a mixture of interesting energies. Very interesting. The other groups, it wasn't just their strengths. They were telling me their story too, and where they're currently at energetically. And the guides had some advice. They're like, we really want to give them advice. I'm like, I didn't ask for advice. I said, what is their character like? And they're like, no, we need to give advice because guides know better. Okay. Very interesting. Let's see what I can intuitively pick up here. It's very interesting because I feel like the home and the hammock with the rest and relax go together. Because that might be the space you're in right now is just like chill time. You're in a space of chill in your life. So I'm going to go with this energy first. So one of your strengths is we have your come to the edge 36, and we have your knight. Confident, heroic, messenger, fearless, assertive, passionate, fighting spirit, preserving, chivalry, honor, determined, obeying orders, brave, daring, strong, champion of a cause. One Leo. Okay, I was picking that energy up. So sorry. Come to the edge. Okay, so you're good at taking risk. Yeah, you're good at taking risk or making the most out of your situation. So it's like if you're put in a limiting circumstance where you have to come to the edge, you know how to come to the edge and take a risk. Or maybe you're also being asked to take a risk in life right now. I feel like you're pretty good at taking risks to me with that knight energy. Usually knights are very like insistent. They're just like, they're so focused on their mission. They don't really think about it. So that's what drives them, is that they're thinking what's on the other side. It's like, I need to complete this mission. So they just go for it. So I think you are good at taking chances and just going for it and putting yourself out there in certain situations. And I would say with this femme fatale, to me, the femme fatale, she has like an energy about her that's like alluring, right? It's alluring, very magnetic, but lethal, right? So it's taking me to that assertive energy too. It's like, I'm gonna get what I want, when I want. I'm gonna get what I want when I want kind of energy. So it's like that your shadow side. So I feel like you're very okay with wanting what you want, or having certain desires, because we also have your fortune Lakshmi 27. I think you're very comfortable with having certain desires that you want. You're like, okay, this is what I want. So you're unapologetic. You've come to a point where you're okay with being assertive about what you want, and I think that's so healthy. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever seen this card come out, and I think a lot of people don't really have that assertive energy. I'm getting cardinal strong from this group, cardinal energy, but a lot of people don't have that traits in them because they're passive. And in this day and age, in this society, people are trying to be so politically correct. They're trying to be nice about it. So I think in this way, you can be very daring. I think there's something that you do where you're quite daring. Or maybe this is just your energy in general. You like to be like a risk taker when it comes to like having fun. I mean, it must be business too, because usually to me, people who attract fortune also know how to take risks. They don't play it safe, because it's like if you play it safe, it's gonna be like, oh, okay, we'll grow it. But to me, with this Lakshmi fortune to me is like a bigger energy, other than like wealth. I don't know. I guess they're one and the same. But to me, this gives me the energy of like I can make something out of nothing really quickly. Fortune 27. Yeah, so that's one of your strengths. Really beautiful. I think to me, people who attract fortune they understand the energy of abundance, and I think that's hard. Honestly, that's quite hard for a lot of people to figure out. You are very supportive, I think, to your people. We have your child wounded, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Yeah. So I think when it comes to your relationships or the people around you, you're very considerate. I'm getting water energy for this group. So I think you're very considerate. You can feel people's emotions. I was talking to a water sign person today, and they're like, I can understand their situation. I'm not. So like I'm clairsentience. I can feel things. I know things, but I don't necessarily feel people's emotions. And that's because I'm more intellectual or detached. But I feel like you know how to understand the pain that people go through. You know how to understand their pain, so you can feel it, and you can relate to it because you understand. You've felt those emotions too, so you have a lot of compassion to offer to people. Since you're wounded children, I was seeing someone with a parent, so I'm seeing a guy put his hands around children. So it's like, yes, we'll protect you, we'll save you. And with that night energy too, it's like perhaps you feel quite protective of your people and those who really matter to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers because I'm curious to know. And I'm going to unveil your challenges. We have here temporary situation and advice from a friend. Okay, so perhaps you are in a temporary situation when it comes to your home. Here, they want you to be aware of that. Also for the femme fatale, you have a magnetic energy. So this is sensual, feminine, creative energy. You have a lot of sensual, feminine, creative energy. That's probably what you use to create fortune, whether you're aware of it or not. Yeah, but you may be in a temporary situation when it comes to your home life that you're just like, I'm not crazy about this. Because you're like suspended, not suspended, but you're in limbo right now. You're in the in-between time. So basically there's things that are going to manifest for you in due time and divine timing. But we also have here advice from a friend. Dog barking. We'll have to figure out what that is. And the one card I'm not quite sure about here is the 8 false person. I feel like this maybe is a transformation that you're going through right now personally. So it's like a combination of they want to acknowledge that you're learning how to be more authentically yourself. But this may also be the transformation that you're in the space of as well. It's like learning how to be more authentically who you are. So let's go ahead and clarify the false person first. Tell me more. So you're creating new beginnings in your life. Can you clarify that King of Pentacles, please? Temperance. Tell us more. Knight of Cups. There's a lot of people here. False person. Can you tell me more about the Ace of Cups? Page of Pentacles. False person. Okay. I think you're at this place right now where you've learned so much about yourself. You've learned so much about what works and what doesn't work. And you are stepping into a place of maturity when it comes to you. It looks like doing something that you really love. The Ace of Cups and the King of Pentacles. It's like you're going to be blessed with an opportunity and a chance for you to do something you really love. And you're really committed to, you're really devoted to this. And this has come through you evolving to the level that you have the awareness of what does and does not work for you. I feel like you're the King of Pentacles because we have Fortune here. So I feel like you are attracting a lot of successful or beautiful opportunities to you. And I think it's a new beginning with this Page of Pentacles. Could be like a new job, new situation that you're stepping into. And that might also tie into the temporary situation, right? So temporary situation is like, it's not quite figured out yet, but it's opening up. Something's opening up. And it might be like an invitation from someone, or you're just following your heart with that Knight of Cups. An invitation from someone. Someone's offering you an opportunity for you to do something creatively more of what you want. Or you're just following your heart too. So can you tell me about advice from a friend? What's this about? Advice from a friend. Tell me more. We have here 10 of Swords. Tell us more. Star card. Oh. Okay, so, well, it's not your weakness, or it's like something that you're working on right now is the advice from a friend. So this to me is about what they're giving me with the Star card and the 10 of Swords. You're in a space of healing. It's like you've been healing so much. With that 10 of Swords, like a lot. You've been doing a lot of work to transform yourself. And so I think you've been using the advice, and you're still putting in the work. You know, you're still trying to apply as much as you can to evolve as much as you can. To be more authentically who you are, to know what you really want, right? Because sometimes it's like we can attract fortune, and maybe we're actually really good at that, but then we also need to make sure we're doing things that are fulfilling. Otherwise, it really starts to derail us in a direction that's not honest to who we are, really. So anything more about the advice from a friend? Six of Swords, yeah. Yep, there it is. You're moving on to a better situation. Yeah, you're moving on to a better situation, and you've been doing so much healing on and realizing sometimes things come up. So what I'm getting is this energy of sometimes life can feel like it's good and things are good, and then things start to come up and you're like, what the heck is this? Why am I feeling all of this right now? It's like, why am I thinking about what happened to me when I was 13? I don't like, why am I thinking about this? And it's because we're ready to process it. Things come up for you to process. And that's the one thing you can't predict healing. But it's like if you cultivate the tools, then you'll be ready for it when it comes. And it won't be such a scary thing. It's just like, oh, I got to heal things. Oh, I got to cry. You know, every once in a while I got to have a good cry. And I'm just like, all right, here we go. Here we go. And then once it's done, I'm usually pretty good. But it's because I have to be really honest with myself. If I'm not, it's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming up. Okay, so let us look into the home situation. What is this about? We got Terror. Queen of Pentacles. Well, she's the home, isn't she? Tell us more about home. She's a very good representation of home. 3 of Wands. Okay. So you're thinking about something? Or maybe you'll have an opportunity for you to travel or create a home elsewhere here. Somewhere where you'll find your abundance. Okay, anything else you want to tell me about the home? Yeah, they're telling you to travel or go somewhere different. Very interesting. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 3 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So I think you're going to have an opportunity for you to travel or go somewhere different here. With this energy straight up, your home is a temporary situation. Straight up, they want you to know that. But your abundance is going to be created somewhere else, and something that's going to create a lot of fulfillment for you. So they just want you to get excited. You needed to be honest, and they were waiting for you to be honest. And break out of those like cycles of patterns of thinking of thinking that have limited you in terms of what you thought you can actually have and create in your life. And now you're like, actually, I can do what I want. Okay, so again, what is this group's strengths? What are your strengths? Tower card, 3 of Wands. Oops. 2 of Swords. Okay, they're not telling me your strengths right now. I definitely am not getting that. They keep talking about your situation, that you're perhaps going to have to make a very challenging choice to whether you want to travel or not, or be somewhere different to create your abundance. Okay. Tell me about this group's strengths, guys. What is number 3's group's strengths? Let's see, we have here 3 Pentacles, teamwork, working with other people, caring about other people, Wheel of Fortune. Clarify that Wheel of Fortune, please. We have here Queen of Pentacles. She keeps coming out. Oh my gosh. Okay. So one of your strengths is Queen of Pentacles for sure. So you're a steady, reliable person, someone who wants to do something that they love, someone who probably would be very good at doing something that they loved. Like you would know it in and out. My hair is driving me crazy today. So yeah, to me, the Queen of Pentacles, she has a really nice work-life balance. She's someone who would make a really good parent, but at the same time, she would actually enjoy her job and be very good at that. So really nice work-life balance. So I think you're gonna have an opportunity to create a work-life balance for yourself, but they're saying because this is your strength, the universe is pushing you in the direction of this, you know, focusing on understanding that there's fortune that wants to come into your life because you're in a very magnetic place. You're in a very magnetic place to attract all these opportunities to you and the right people to work with, a team of people to work with, because people want to work with you because they enjoy your energy, what you have to offer. And I think most importantly is you just seem like a very stable, trustworthy person as well. Anything else you want to tell us about this group's strengths when it comes to who they are, guys? We have here the Judgment and the Knight of Cups. Oh, interesting. What a wild combination. My hair just looks so... I can't help the shape. Yeah, I think... I mean, this is deep. With the Judgment card next to the Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups is about realizing what fulfills you. And the Judgment card is about realizing what your calling is. So your strengths is coming to a place... They want to note that where you're at right now, what's gotten you to where you're at right now is your strength, is you making a judgment call about what you wanted to do moving forward, what fulfills you, who you want to be, staying positive and believing that you can create that dream for yourself is what's manifesting this beautiful, generous opportunity that's coming your way. Okay, anything else you want to let us know about the Femme Fatale, maybe? That was a very interesting energy. The World card. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you dangerous. Group number 3. Tell us more. We got 2 of Swords. Ooh, smart. Decisive. Yeah, you can be. 10 of Pentacles. There it is again. Just attracting abundance like it's falling from the sky. Yeah, anything else you want to tell me about the Femme Fatale? Tarot card came out again. Dramatic! Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with the snake energy again. You're being asked to be moldable to a new situation. I think it's your ability to be flexible. 2 of Swords is always, even though it's like swords energy, it's like intellect, it's still about listening to your intuition. And most definitely your intuition is guiding you towards a new beginning here with this Tower card and the Fool. A new beginning that's going to bring you a lot of prosperity, abundance, and like success, prosperity, abundance. This is something that, you know, long-term can create sustainable abundance for you as well. The World card, again, I think really great opportunity for you to travel. Also, they want you to take note of your achievements, your goals, your what you're good at. They want you to take note of your talents, your skills, and to understand that you are in a place of being acknowledged, because especially because you kept coming up as the Queen of Pentacles, is you're being acknowledged for mastering something or putting some kind of work or energy into yourself. Some kind of skill you've been investing time and energy into. And perhaps the universe has guided you to a space where you've had to come to the edge and be like, what's going on? But the universe wants to acknowledge that this is exactly what they want you to do. Take risk. Big risk, big reward is what I'm getting. I think that's it. Yeah, it's interesting because the shadow attribute for the femme fatale is inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. But the thing is, that's exactly what's coming to you. It's money and power. But I guess for all the right reasons. Yeah, and because I feel like you kept coming up as the Queen of Pentacles, I think the King of Pentacles, that might be someone else who's more established, who's offering you an opportunity, because we had the Ace of Cups. So it's like a new beginning, new opportunity, a blessing to work with someone else. And also someone who can also give you some great advice to help aid you. Anything else you want to tell us about the dog barking advice from a friend? They didn't really talk about advice. Like, it was like they were talking about you. There you are again, Queen of Wands. I feel like that's you. Because we got confident. Queen of Wands is confident. So, Five of Wands, I think someone's going to give you some like really great advice in terms of knowing how to market yourself is what I'm getting. Like, market yourself or do what you're doing. Because the Queen of Wands, to me, she would kind of market herself. This is like actors, actresses, comedians. This is people with personality. People with enthusiasm, energy. The face of their brand. So I feel like this is someone who's going to give you advice because we have the Five of Wands. It's like competitive environment. So it's like they're going to give you some advice to eliminate the competition, I guess, or how to stand out amongst the competition. Yeah. Anything else that you want to let this group know, guys, about, or advice for them? Moon, Pisces, 4th house. Okay, so go with the flow. Very watery energy. Can you tell me more about that Moon, Pisces, and 4th house? Oh, hi. Oh, 2 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and this 7 of Wands. Okay. You want to tell me more about the 10 of Swords, please? Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles came out again. Okay, I got you. So, okay, there's a little bit of overwhelm coming through. Just a little bit of a warning. So I think something is coming towards you. Yeah, something's coming towards you. It might overwhelm you because it's a new situation. Or maybe someone's just giving you more status, like more recognition than you're used to with that Queen of Pentacles energy. So it might, I keep getting the 10 of Swords that popped up with the advice. I think they'll have a lot of great advice to say, but usually 10 of Swords is like representation of like overwhelm. Yeah. You want to tell me more about the 10 of Swords? Oh, hi. Strength card. Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Because I usually get one group like this where it's like an opportunity is coming towards you. This is something I keep getting for this group. You're going to have to be very confident or work on building your confidence. That Moon in Pisces in the 4th house is very interesting because to me that's not quite... It could be confident, I guess, if it really wanted to. Because Pisces is about going with the flow. Ocean of emotion. But the 4th house is like your psychology or feeling safer at home. So I wonder why they gave us that energy. I'm going to go ahead and probably roll the dice again for that. But they really want you to be confident. It's coming through. It's like even if you have competition, be confident. And I think that's a lot of the advice. Like this person is going to help to establish. This could be like some kind of mentor. Could be a mentor that you hire or someone you work with. You got 2 of Cups. So this is someone who sees your value and they see you as an equal. They're like, okay, I see your value, or I see myself in you as well. And they want to help you to establish being like more confident. Or maybe they'll offer you an opportunity. Either way, whether they're offering the opportunity or they're just giving you advice about it, you're being asked by the universe to be more confident. With that Strength card. Be more confident. And be in control of your emotions, or let your emotions flow, right? The Moon in Pisces, let your emotions flow so they don't overwhelm you. So that might be the advice, like let your emotions flow and stay consistent with that 7 of Wands. Stay consistent with your vision about what you want, how you've always felt inspired to create something that you feel called to create. Final piece of advice for this group. We have here North Node. Oh, interesting. Gemini and third house. Can you tell me more about the North Node in the third house in Gemini? As I'm seeing 3:03 on the clock. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Queen of Pentacles came out again. Okay. So usually my Gemini or my third houses, it could be like a multi-talented person. So you guys are like meant to be, because the Queen of Pentacles gives me that energy of like someone who's just multi-talented or someone who's creative, like fertile with ideas and abundance. You're in a space right now where you're going to be attracting abundance and opportunities towards you, because there's something about working with you that's just ideal for other people here. It's like we want to work with you or we want to invest in you. That just feels very ideal. Queen of Pentacles is considered very capable, but also a businesswoman, right? Yeah. Okay. Any more advice you want to give this group, guides? King of Cups. There it is. King of Cups, Ace of Cups. So that's probably the person who wants to work in partnership with you. So someone who is, who wants to help nurture your gifts. With that Rahu third house in Gemini. Someone who wants to help nurture your gifts. They're like, you have a gift here. I want to nurture your gifts. I would like to support you in your endeavors here. For sure, for sure. So their advice is to lean on your community with that third house energy. Like lean on your community, lean on your people who want to give you advice. Maybe this showed up in your challenge because maybe you're used to just trying to figure it out alone. I was getting self-sufficient, so that might be why. So there might be something about you try to figure it out alone. But they're like, no. We're literally trying to bless you with the right people, circumstances, and situations that are going to help you. You don't have to do it alone. We got you. So I feel like you guys are just naturally hardworking because we got Queen of Pentacles like 20 times. So you guys are naturally hardworking and consistent people. And the universe very much likes this energy, but they want you to be open to working with other people and to believing in yourself and your capabilities and letting people support you. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, shoot. That's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonated. Thank you. Hey, group number 4. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely sodalite pendulum, then this is going to be the reading for you. So we're looking into what are your strengths? What are your strengths? And then I did pull a card for a weakness, a challenge. But Spirit's funny. Spirit is hilarious because they just showed me cards for some of you that's unveiling the journey you're going through. So some of it's going to be your strengths, but some of it's going to be about like what's occurring in your life and what they feel like are your strengths currently and how you can use them. They want you to use those strengths right now. Okay. Guides, tell me into the energies of group number 4, please. I meditate with a crystal, unveil your oracle cards, pull tarot. Ooh, I see a star. You're a star. Okay, so there's something about star quality. Yeah, there's something about star quality that's coming through for this group. You stand out. So one of your strengths is that you know how to stand out. Not because you're trying. I feel like, honestly, the people who stand out just don't, they're themselves. Like, they find their own thing. They're good at being themselves. They're the best at being themselves, and they're not trying to imitate. That's why you stand out. There you go. There's the secret. Just be yourself. And I think sometimes a lot of people get really confused. Like, how do I be myself? And I think that's, so some people, they have a knack for that, Perhaps you just have a really rich inner life. Perhaps you're just quite stubborn, inherently quite stubborn, or insistent on being the way that you want to. Usually those are the people who stand out, who are just like, I'm going to do what I want, and I don't care what everyone else is doing, but I'm going to do what I want because it makes me happy. It makes you happy. So yeah, I think you guys stand out. You have star quality, something noticeable about you. To me, star quality is like that it factor. It's like there's almost something like I can't put my finger on it, but there's just something about everything about you just works together. Like everything just works together. I like it all. I like it all going on. You got it all pulled together, and that's cool. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through for you. Group number 4. Okay, I was immediately seeing an arrow pointing up. So, just kidding. So there might be something about you're open to getting downloads, insight, advice from your guides. You're open to the heavens. Yeah. It's like something about your energy. It's uplifting too, perhaps quite uplifting, or you can be quite uplifting, or you know how to look up, you know how to notice the signs, or you look up for answers. Yeah, it's like that optimistic energy, because I'm like, there's looking down, there's looking right, there's looking left, and there's looking up, or maybe also forward and backwards. But it's like, to me, up is like you think higher perspective, higher energy, higher calling. You think bigger. So there's something about your energy where it's like, I think bigger. I ain't just gonna stay in this small town for the rest of my life. I'm gonna make something of myself. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. It's like, I want to do something with myself. I got dreams. I got things I want to accomplish. I want to be, I want to do. Da-da-da. Yeah. Okay, so with this sodalite pendulum, let me go ahead and see what wants to come through for you. How was I seeing someone walking? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. What was I seeing? I was seeing someone walk around like this. I wonder what that means. Oh, like open-minded. Okay, so group number 4. There's something about you that comes off as like open-minded. Ooh, I just saw 444 on the clock. Open-minded, or like you're open. You're just like, I'm open to it all, or I'm open to adventure. Yeah, I think you're open. You might just be like spiritually quite open, energetically quite open-minded. So it's like you're not tied to like religion or a certain religion or a way of being. You're interested in all. You're open to also understanding other people's perspectives. You don't want to just stay limited or stuck in one perspective. I'm getting it's because it's boring. It's like what I'm picking up. It's like, oh no, it's kind of boring just to see life from one perspective. I want to understand everyone's perspective, or a few perspectives to know what's going on. Or more importantly, I want to understand like what's God's perspective. Now that's a let's get into that one. Let's grasp that one. Okay, let's see what else I can pick up for you. Heard steady. You're steady. I feel like that was I was seeing that in my visual. It was like triangles layered upon each other. Wow, so you are very open to the ether. Usually triangles for me represent like connection to God, like insights, intellect, or connection to God. Downloads, but you got layers. There's layers to you. You got layers. Yeah, so I'm getting that star quality too. So there's something about like you don't just have one side to you. You're very open in your expression, very expressive, or you're just a very multi-layered person in general. Multi-layered. Something about community though. It's weird because I keep getting that you're part of a community of people who's just like you. What is that supposed to mean? It's really weird because, I mean, you could be amongst a community, but I don't know what the multiple triangles mean. Layered over each other. Well, I know there's, there's a thing where they have up triangle and down triangle means as above, so below. But I'm getting like family. There's a family here. Getting some weird messaging. So I'm getting this energy of like, have you ever seen cone heads? That's what it's taking me to. It's like you're kind of weird, or you're like an alien. You're a bit different, but you have like a family that's just like you. That's what I'm getting. Either you have a soul tribe, or like people that you reincarnated. I'm telling you, these people are like you. These aren't like people who are like, oh, I really like these people. They're interesting. And no, these people are just like you. That's what I'm getting. I think that's like different energy coming through, but there's something about like you asked to reincarnate with your soul family, or whatever. You call to strongly incarnate with a soul family who, when you guys meet up or once you guys connect, you guys have the same mission, basically. You're here to be the same amount of weirdness. That's what I'm getting. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's like a mom, there's a mom, dad, and baby or something like that. There's a mom, a daddy, a baby. Like there's a whole family. There's a whole tribe here. Your people. Overall, IT, very intriguing. That's the first time I've channeled that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what your strengths are. Ooh. Okay. Uh-huh. Ooh. What? You guys are super creative. I channeled the heck out of that. We got artists. We got confidence. I think star quality. We have artists, we have confidence. So it's like you're very unique. To me, artists are just like, they're so unique because I was thinking about this today. They're very good at just being their own unique self because they spend a lot of their time and energy meditating on how they can exhibit their creativity in the most authentic way. They're very connected to the ether. Like artists are very in flow with creativity and creative energies. So they're willing to be weird without it being like, that's weird. They're very willing to be weird because to them it's not weird, it's just necessary. That's the way I would describe it. Like it's necessary to be creative. It's like either you're creatively blocked or you're just like an artist. And to me, every person is meant to be an artist of life. The more I live and all of these years I've had on this earth in this incarnation, but the longer I live, the more I'm just like, I think we're all meant to be artists, right? You know, when people say they're not creative, I'm just like, that's annoying. Of course you are. Did you make dinner? Did you make dinner? Did you put that outfit together? Did you know, it's just, they're limited in the way that they see creativity. But I love the artistic energy because they're just so open to understanding I'm creative, I'm unique, and they understand that this is the fundamental part of the soul's essence, is the artist, is being like creative. That's the soul's essence, but people miss it. And then they miss, because they think they're not creative or they're not flowy, they miss connecting with God in a way that's very freeing. They miss connecting with their own creative flow state that can be very freeing for them. So it's very cool. You're very creative. You're talented. If you're expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses. Did you hear that? I was talking about all that, and I'm like, I kept saying the ether intuitively. Inspiring others to see life symbolically. There we go. It's like we're not taking life so literally. Yeah, and there's something about you, star quality, confident. It's just like you stand out. Like even look at the eagle, the eagle feathers. It looks like eagle feathers. This woman who's standing very confidently. She's like a rainbow. She's everything all at once. Why be one thing? That's boring. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so for this patterns, your strength is breaking past patterns. Your guides are acknowledging you've broken past patterns that have limited you. You've seen past this. You're all about like, how can I create goodness in my life? Love. You're very passionate. We got lover, great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. You're very passionate about what you do. You're very passionate about the people who are in your life. Like, hopelessly devoted to you. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing from Greece. Oh my gosh. What's her name who passed away? Love that song. It's at the tip of my head, but I can see her face clear as day in my head, but I can't see her name. John Travolta and Olivia Newton. Olivia John Newton? Something like that. Yeah. 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 Very passionate about what you want to do. Very passionate about things that you do. People can feel this. There's like, oh, they're just so passionate. That's so admirable. I can feel their energy. Beaver is 6 Capricorn bodybuilder. Power, strength, forceful, determined, discipline, vigor, domination, push forward, mastery. Yeah, I think there's something about you where you like to master. And I think that's where the star quality comes through for me. It's like you like to master things. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to just, you know, people are just like, oh, you're just talented like that. I'm like, no, I've been like drawing. I've been painting for like 20 plus years. Actually, I've not been painting that long. But I've been drawing. Even, here's my thing. This is what I always tell people. I take huge breaks, like where I don't paint, I don't do anything like for certain things for years. I won't. And it's weird, but it's not weird. It's just my flow state. But when I get into it, I'm obsessive. I'll be like 10 hours, so 5 hours. I'll just like be working at something, relearning it all over again, but I like it. And that's just my thing. And I think you have this thing where you're like, when you're really committed to something, you just go intense. Bodybuilder. All or nothing. It's kind of this energy of like all or nothing, but it's not like death wise. It's just like all or like put all your passion, pour your heart and soul into it. Otherwise it's just half-assed. It's just half-assed. Okay, sorry. We have your childhood. Innocence, playful, growing, friendship, lightness of being, foundations. Need of others, revisit the past. 6 Pisces. So this is kind of my 6 of Cups energy with his childhood. I'm getting like reincarnation with other people, but I'm also getting, even this bodybuilder has 2 people in it. Here. It's like you're here to be weird, but with other people, or here to be your unique self, but it's like you have people who mirror you, or you're here to do this with other people too, or community. But I think you have a playful energy about you too, where you don't take yourself too seriously. Yeah, but this is about friendship. I mean, but yeah, you have an aspect to you where you don't take yourself too seriously. You don't take yourself too seriously. You actually like to enjoy, have fun. And a lot of artists are very good at tapping into that. It's like if it's too serious, if it's too mastery, it just gets very dull. You gotta have fun and lighten it up. You gotta lighten up. Okay, so we also have here 30 TikToks. So I think the universe wants to address to you, you're in alignment for divine timing or for something to divinely be orchestrated in your life. Perhaps it's this 26 great fortune. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? There may be just an energy of you, about you, where you just attract fortune to you because you're optimistic, right? You look up, right? You see the bigger picture. You're positive. Even this woman is looking up. And for this group, you're definitely manifesting from your emotions. If you don't know that, you are, because they're so powerful, right? With this great passion and lover and confidence. Like this woman just feels lit from her heart chakra. So I think your heart chakra is most definitely manifesting something towards you quite powerfully. Okay, so let's go see your challenge. We have your broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. What does that mean? So perhaps you were in a connection or a relationship where you gave a lot of yourself. Like you were committed. Yeah, you're committed to it, and it just did not bode well. Ooh. It did not end well. Well, it ended up with a parting of ways. So let's go ahead and see what this is about. Tell us more about the broken ring. Ooh, 2 of Swords, star card. Told you you're a star. King of Cups. Ooh, is that your person? Scandalous. Ace of Swords. Okay. Okay, tell me more about the broken ring. Tell me more, tell me more. It's just gonna be a Grease playlist. Tell me more about the broken ring. Ooh. Tell me more about the broken ring. Oh, it came out again. 10 of Swords. Okay. Ooh. Tell me more about the Justice card. Tell me more about the Justice card. Oh my gosh. Sorry, these cards are so big in my hands. Okay. So you ended something big time. Whether it was a relationship or it was business or like a contract. Probably a relationship. Well, either way, it was a business relationship or a personal relationship. It looks like you ended something. With that Ten of Swords, it's just something that came to an end. And their World card. And it came to an end because it was supposed to end, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, because it taught you a lot about yourself. So you learned through the situation how to trust your intuition and what wasn't working out for you. And from the situation, perhaps emotionally, it just made you feel very frustrated with that King of Cups energy. And you just had to do so much healing. And it created a lot of doubts in you about who you can trust. Or whether, people are trustworthy or not. But the truth came out. It's like you have the Ace of Swords and Justice. So it's moving in your favor. I'm getting the truth came out. It's a combination of, even if someone's lying to us, there's a bit of deceit that comes through as well. So I'm getting, even if you weren't the one who was not being honest, you might have been self-deceiving yourself by saying that, oh no, this person is fine or trustworthy, or yeah, I'm totally happy in this relationship or in this business or this job. And you had to be honest with yourself though, like, no, this doesn't make me happy. And emotionally, you were invested with this King of Cups and the Star card. You were emotionally invested in it. And you just have to realize that's not for me. And it was a painful ending with that Ten of Swords. Because it was like, dang, I invested so much. Even with that World card, it's like, I invested so much into this. I was expecting it to go a certain way. But it looks like you've closed the chapter to it. And you're listening to the call. Here with this judgment. You're understanding now that wasn't for me. Right? Rejection is redirection. You're being redirected. Okay, so before I get into your story and get nosy, can you tell me more about the TikTok? What's going on? TikTok. TikTok! These cards were created before TikTok existed. We have your Page of Cups and the Hierophant. Whoa. Yeah, I think you're being passionately called to create something that you want. Tell us more about the TikTok. Yeah, that's definitely God's working with you to create this opportunity. Source. And source is inside of you, all around you. Source is helping you. We have your Hermit. Okay. Anything else you want to tell me about the TikTok? 12th house Aries. Venus. Oh, okay. Definitely being called to do something that you really want to do, that you're passionate about. Yeah, with the Page of Cups, it's like I'm free to follow my heart's desire. I have this new idea or thing. It's very spiritual though. It is TikTok. It is divine timing. So I'm getting that this is divine timing. That is something they want you to acknowledge and be aware of. That you ending, whatever painful ending this was with this broken ring. Could be connection, marriage, relationship, or business relationship. This ending, it might have been karmic, but it also might have been divine timing as well. So they want you to be aware there's something divinely being orchestrated for you, and it's divine timing. So that means like there's not a clock on it necessarily, but energetically, the universe was like hoping you would be ready for this, to make use of this energy, and you are. You are. Tell me more about this energy here with the TikTok. Mars, Cancer, 9th house. Okay, so still that assertive, direct energy. Cancer is about our emotions. 9th house is about travel, doing something new, different. Okay. You want to tell me more about this? We have your Two of Swords. Yeah, using your intuition. Four of Swords. Definitely. So when I'm getting this energy of, it's very interesting. I think you're being called to make some, like, most definitely be very intentional about these new decisions that you are making in your life right now, using your intuition. And I think that's the biggest lesson that you're learning through these karmic situations, is like understanding that you were the one who was supposed to trust your intuition from the get-go. I think you showed up as a King of Cups before, and now we have the Page of Cups. So it's like you always have had a really powerful intuition that you're supposed to use to guide you, but you didn't use it to guide you for a period of time here. You're using something else. Or maybe you used it in some areas of your life, but you had a blind spot, and the broken ring revealed to you what your blind spot was. So now you're being called to really work with the universe here. You're being called to work with the universe to open more doors and create more opportunities. And most definitely, this is a theme on my channel, is my guides are always telling me to tell people, take leaps of faith, trust your intuition to guide you. So for you, it's like very much been an inner guidance, relearning this inner guidance. With a Hierophant, Hermit, and Two of Swords, it's like you have an inner teacher within you that can show you, it can guide you, an inner compass, strong inner compass that can show you the way and help you to make powerful decisions for yourself. And you're learning how to do this. I feel like you're meditating, you're praying, you're doing something where you allow yourself to dive in with this Four of Swords. You're diving inwardly to get insight, a lot of insight. You've learned a lot with this Hierophant and this Hermit. You've learned so much from using your intuition, trusting yourself. And even though it's like, it's showing up as the Page of Cups, and you're kind of like, I'm still starting this experience. I think you're coming to a place where you're really learning how to master it here. Because that's your thing. You like to master things. You like to master your creativity. And you've transferred that to mastering perhaps your intuitive abilities, your intuitive skill. Intuition is a skill, and you're understanding this. And you're utilizing it now, I think, to create a different, it's like a different, to build a different kind of story, or create a different kind of story, or build a different kind of life than you previously expected for yourself. That's what you're coming to understand. You're like, okay, I like stability. I'm great at perhaps attracting fortune, or I'm good at, doing the work. But now I'm going to use my intuition to guide me towards really creating a sustainable future. And I always say, truth, when you base it off of this, it is truly sustainable. Nothing is forever. Everything is impermanent. It doesn't last forever. But you're understanding that you can still create stability from this space. Trusting in that which you cannot see. Okay, so let's go ahead and see, what was the childhood about? Just a clarifier for the childhood energy. Oh, these energies are so serious for the childhood card, I have to say. So it could be, I was getting Six of Cups. So that, it says revisit the past. Okay. So, with the Eight of Swords, that's about feeling mentally trapped or stuck. Six of Pentacles is about... Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles, please. Knight of Swords is about clarity, and the Moon card is about that which you cannot see. There's the Ace of Cups, Two of Wands. Anything else you want to tell me about the Ace of Cups? So it's an exchange of resources with someone. Ooh, Four of Cups popped out. Anything else you want to tell me about the Ace of Cups? Emperor. Emperor. Yeah. It's a combination of things. So they want you, they want to acknowledge, they wanted to acknowledge with this childhood card is that you have been releasing, right, your patterns, your past childhood. What happened to you that made you feel stuck? Some stuck old patterns that were not serving you. That were not serving you. This has given you clarity about how to proceed forward. With that Knight of Swords is that now you're deciding, how am I going to proceed forward? The Knight of Swords, he is like a team leader to me. He's very good at scoping out. If he were to look at the map, he would know where certain things are put in place. And I think this has helped you to be a lot more decisive about what you want. Because you know what you don't want. And you're using your intuition to guide you, again, with the moon. But the moon sometimes is just like hidden energies. It's like that which is hidden. Or the subconscious mind as well. Or it's just very feminine energy. Perhaps your feminine energy just needed a lot more healing because you were very much involved in your masculine energy, and this is throwing things off. But now that you've healed your feminine aspects and your intuition, you can get tapped into your creativity again. Anything else you want to tell us about the moon card? Oops. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just about healing. It's about healing over again. So it's like Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. So this is about healing your subconscious mind. So you had a program on like repeat about yourself. And what could I say about the program? I mean, it wasn't nice. It wasn't saying very nice things to you. And that's probably why you attracted some of these karmic partnerships, because you're like, well, I guess I'm just worthy of this crappy relationship. Or this, this not so healthy situation. To you, your worthiness was a lot less. Or maybe you felt like trapped. Like you felt like, okay, at some point you are aware that this was not for you, but you felt trapped. And there was some kind of obligations, like I'm obliged to this person. Sometimes we have a really hard time. Like people just have a really hard time, especially if you have a big heart. You have a really hard time with saying no. You have a really hard time with putting up boundaries because you're just like, well, I'm just supposed to give, right? With that Six of Pentacles, I'm just supposed to give. I'm supposed to give. And you're learning that, no, I need to give to myself first. I need to give to myself first so that I actually have genuine giveness to give to other people. So I think just really hard on yourself, and you just had a limiting mental program subconsciously that was just creating a lot of havoc for you about giving and receiving in balance. So I think you're most definitely moving towards a beautiful future with this Two of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Emperor energy of just feeling assertive, reclaiming your power, and making sure you take the time with that Two of Wands to really think about, I think from now on, you're going to be very meditative about what connections you make specifically. That's the advice I'm getting with the Two of Wands, or the Ace of Cups. Is like you're going to be very, not particular, because that's not the best word, but you're going to be very intentional about who you choose to bring into your life. And that was the lesson that you have to learn. It's like, I need to be more intentional about who I bring into my life. I can't just be giving to people because I'm generous. That's not a good enough reason. I need to set up some boundaries and be like, all right, you had your free lollipop. Now leave me be. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anything else you want to let this group know, guys? What advice do you have for them? Ooh, that's loud. Rahu, Sagittarius in the second house. Ooh, spicy energy. Can you tell me more about this Rahu in the second in Sagittarius? Advice for this group? Oh, you have 3 sixes. So 6 is about the heart, listening to your heart. Ooh, King of Swords. Tell us more. Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, lots of people. Queen of Cups. Okay, cool. something about working with other people here. Yeah, it's definitely work because we have your second house. Second house is usually about, you know, how you create your stability. How you create your stability. And I think you're trying to figure out what's next for you to create stability. Rahu, second house can be like my entrepreneur house. So it's like maybe entrepreneurially, we're thinking about how can we create an effective future for ourselves so that we're enjoying the thing that we're creating here. And I think you're trying to align all your energies. It's like you're trying to be more assertive and making sure that you communicate your desires to those who need to hear it. You're making sure you're tapped into your intuition and your intuitive sense. You listen to your emotions and you give priority to your emotions in terms of helping to direct you, not necessarily letting them control you or overwhelm you. And with that Knight of Pentacles is, this is about, I have skills that I want to redirect. So that's my college graduate. He has a set of skills that he's acquired. Now he just needs to figure out what career path he wants, or build the business or create the business. That's his next step. So you're in the step where it's like, okay, I have skills and I know now what didn't work out in my previous partnerships, business and personal. I'm kind of getting a dualistic energy here. It's like relationships in general. And I'm going to take those lessons on into my next chapter of my life so I can create something that's sustainable here. Yeah, so anything else you want to tell me about this energy with this King of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, guys? Three of Swords. Yeah, I think right away there might be some kind of fear. Just watch for that because of this broken ring energy. You don't want to project that energy into this. So just go in with awareness. You know, we don't go into new things or even new connections completely healed from the previous one. We go into it knowing better, but we still have some healing to do. And I feel like the healing actually happens when you're in the next partnership or whatever that next thing is. You're in that next thing, but you're thriving in it. So I would say give it a chance and try not to worry too much about projecting your fears and insecurities onto this new endeavor. Yeah, don't be fearful of, like, you know how sometimes you're like, oh, I know exactly what that person's gonna be like, or what that, like, oh, as soon as that person gave me that look, it took me back to what happened in the past with this person. It's like, try to be very consciously aware of everything that's unfolding and not project onto that person, because they deserve to be seen for who they are and you deserve to be seen for who you are. Yeah. Anything else you want to tell me about the Three of Swords and the Seven of Wands? Or sorry, Cups. We have here, yeah, we have here Ace of Cups and the Five of Swords popped up. Again, it's about watch for that projection. Watch for that. Of thinking this person's like, oh, maybe they're going to disappoint me, but I'm hopeful, but maybe they're going to disappoint me. Yeah, so what other advice, what would you like to let this group know about the Ace of Cups or new connections coming into their life, guys? Let's see. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. Well, first of all, they want you to know, I feel like it is going to be a beautiful exchange of energy. I feel like this person does mirror you. I just keep getting, I got that in my vision earlier too. And I was like, what was that? Like new people and like working with new people, like people who are just as creative as you, who are just as assertive or stable. Like they embody all of those qualities. I feel like with the King of Swords, they try to communicate. Make sure you over communicate. Make sure you let them know, hey, I'm feeling a certain kind of way. You gave me a look and it brought me back to a certain memory. Like, just let them know. Just let them know. I think being open and vulnerable is going to be important with the 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Can you tell me more about this energy here, guys? What's this going on? Yeah. Didn't I say it? 6 of Cups. There it is. There it is. Yeah, this is for the partnership, by the way. I was pulling clarifiers for that. Yeah. Yep. And part of you might just be like, oh no, too good to be true. I'm having a hard time believing that this person would. But this person, I'm just getting, they're very similar to you. That's why you guys have kind of like met up where you're at. And that's just kind of the way energy works. So here, think about it like this. If you were the same person you were before, like someone who had less awareness of their bad habits, that's what you would attract to you. But if you grow, guess what? You're going to attract that. everything that you've transformed, transmuted, whatever you've grown into, that's what you're going to be a match for. That's what you're going to be a match for. So yeah, you're definitely doing some kind of partnership, working with something. We have here Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. This is something like a really beautiful long-term partnership to work with someone in business, where you guys are going to be putting a lot of energy, work, and effort, but you're going to gain a huge harvest out of this situation here. And it's like a back and forth. It's like you guys are both going to be very generous to each other when it comes to your resources. This person's like an open book in terms of helping you, and they want to, they're like, to me with that Six of Cups, it's like they don't have any ill will or ill, what do you call it? Ill intent. They have pure intentions. Yeah, with that Six of Cups, it's like pure intentions. Pure intentions. Even with that Six of Pentacles, pure intentions. You both do. So that's the thing. It's like if you have pure intentions, more than likely, so will this person too. Just be aware, right? Just communicate. If you have insecurities that come up, I'm like, we're always healing. We're always working on ourselves. Just communicate to them and let them know what's going on. And that's where that King of Swords is going to be helpful. It's like, yes, we have our emotions and we want to invest that when it comes into our creative endeavors. You're a very creative person, but use that King of Swords energy. If you are feeling emotional, not to be overly emotional when you're communicating your feelings, because then it might be like you're just talking straight from your feelings, as opposed to, I'm talking about like business. When it comes to like business, you want to be more detached, right? And just clear-headed. Just be like, maybe you just like calm down. If something does frustrate you, just like, or just give them a look and be like, I need a moment. I'm gonna be back. Okay. That's gonna be the end of your reading here, group number 4. That was really fun. I got really into your story. I got super nosy. So I think that was really great advice from the guides, right? That is going to be the end of it. Just follow your heart. Your heart is a good guidance. It's just that you aren't listening to your intuition. So it's like, use your heart, but use your intuition too. And you've built up your intuition. So now you know how to use it to trust what's good for you and what's not good for you. So just trust that you have built up your intuition and it is guiding you in a better direction. Just trust that. That's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 4. I hope you enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Thank you. Bye.